Listen, be alert enough to catch the shade, but healed enough to go about your business. Did you hear me? I'll say it again. I said, be alert enough to catch the shade that is thrown at you, but also be healed enough to go about your business. When I say go to therapy, you won't go. I say do spirituality, you say no. This is how your anxiety, your sleeplessness, your panic attacks, the weapons that they fashion against you will continue to prosper. Therapy and spirituality are what will help you be alert enough to catch the shade, yet healed enough to go about your business. So, you all know my brother has passed, right? Story time. So yesterday, I'm sure you people saw that I burnt giddy. I was burning Ima's incense mix last night. I did a post. You go and buy the incense mix. Some of you are sitting there saying it's expensive. You don't even know what is going on. So yesterday, Major, when I was told that I had to come for this meeting, I did my things. I did my cleansing. I did my protection. I did my things. Well, because I knew the environment I was going into. And so I prepped myself. I went and I knew I know my place in that house. So I know my place. So I do not go and I do not, I had no misconceptions of what was going to take place because I've lived with them. I know them. So my plan, I was going to sit quietly, do as was expected of me by my brother, and move on. I wasn't going to go and cause drama or anything. So I went and I sat down quietly in my corner. Oh, everybody comes and the people who haven't seen me in a long time. Oh, we haven't seen you in ages. Oh, hug. Hey, I only see you on social media. Hey, you're living up the life. And all of those little comments, Okay. Then the adherent walks in, greets everybody, and I'm on my phone, clicking away. After 5 minutes of her socializing, she says, "Hey, sweetie, bono tajame, inaboe." You people, have you seen my size? No, have you seen my size? How do you walk in and I'm seated facing the door and you do not see me? I say, "Oh, good afternoon." And I remove my eye because I'm not about to feed into this fakeness. I'm done doing that. I say, "Oh, good afternoon." And I remove my eye. Eja, you didn't see me, okay, it's fine. No problem here. Then the meeting starts. And at a point, look, I said that because I was prepared, I knew that people will try and press my buttons. People will try to get you to react so that they can put their own, "Hey, that's the small thing, but this is not a big deal." No. And I knew that was the environment I was going to, so I was ready. The meeting started. And at a point, they were going around asking everybody's opinion. They went. As soon as they got to me, Jennifer jumps to 3 people and says, "Oh, you have something to say. Oh, you have something to say." Basically, ignore her, let's go to this other person. So my brother, who was basically going around the table, says, "Oh no, sweetie." And I said, "No, I have nothing to say." And he says, "Oh, going." I said, "Let it be gone. I have nothing to say." I was not about to feed into it. So I said, no, I have nothing to say. So that incident happened. So first incident, she has walked in, claimed she didn't see me, which is fine. Charlie, your greetings, no, they feed me. Be cool. Let's all calm down. Now it's my turn to speak. You have obviously had me jumped. It's fine. I won't say anything. The meeting progresses, and then at a point I'm asked a question. I give my honest opinion. Everybody seems to be agreeing. And then she goes, oh yeah, but what she said is exactly what... Let's give the golden child a name. Let's call the golden child Beatrice. Good. Oh yes, but what she said is exactly what Beatrice said. Meanwhile, throughout the meeting, Beatrice had not said anything like what I'd said. But some way, somehow, because I made a valid point that everybody seemed to agree. In fact, it didn't seem like my older brother was like, oh yeah, I agree with what Sweetie said. Another, oh, I agree. Oh, no. Yes, I also agree. But what she said is exactly what Beatrice said. I looked, I said, okay, since you all know, let me just shut up. Like I said, I had no intentions of putting my energy in this space. So I kept quiet. This is what? Third incident. Okay. Going on. And you know when somebody's goading you, somebody's pressing your buttons and you're not giving them a reaction, it's very infuriating to them, right? And me, I knew that I was not going to give a reaction. Okay. Going on. My uncle specifically mentions my name and asks me a question. As I open my mouth to speak, Jennifer starts to speak. And my uncle says, oh, I asked. Oh, okay. Okay. Then and I said, I have nothing to say. But you were speaking. Oh, wait. You heard I was speaking and you decided that you wanted to speak over me. You have the floor. Speak. No. Cafe naka. And I said, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. People, why am I out here telling you people all of this? You see, a few years back, before therapy, before I began my spiritual journey, before I was healed of all of the trauma and all of the issues that I have had for all my life, these incidents that happened in this one meeting would have had me worked up. Hey, I would have been upset. I would have been livid. I would have gotten angry. I would have said some nasty words. Because really, why are you... Look, and this is like the tip of the iceberg of Bonsi. There's so much, so much. Like people were whispering amongst themselves. People would whisper to me. But yeah, I was sitting in that meeting, and each time she'd pull any of those things, I was like, okay, me, I'm just here to do right by my brother. So none of you, like, I'll do what I need to do. And in actual fact, I wasn't even going to go. It was two people who called me and said, look, you should don't show some way. So that's why I showed. But I was not emotionally invested. People, I say that go to therapy and start your spiritual journeys. Some of you are dealing with things that only spirituality and therapy can fix. Some of you, your problems is not outside this. So some of you, your problems, your trauma and everything you're dealing with is your family. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Some of you have been I don't know how to say. You have been cowed. You have been cowed by the environment that you were brought up in. Some of you are stuck in the positions you're in out of fear because of how you were brought up, because of the environment that you grew up in. People, I am here to tell you, this one is a simple one, no. Biko, go to therapy and also start a spiritual journey so that when they form the weapons against you, you will see them and you will be able to block them. So that the weapons, because you see, I've told you earlier about the physical side. And I have no intentions of speaking on the spiritual side because I give people grace. Do you understand? Some stories that if I tell, and I'll have to name names, and I don't want to do that. So I give people grace. But if you start your spiritual journey, when they form the weapons against you, the weapons will not prosper. Did you people see how I burnt incense last night? Did you see how Emma's incense was? People. Omunyayanka. Amenan shikwe. You will be the person that they knew before. The person who comes to them with your problems. The person who does not prosper. The person who is consistently sad, unhappy, miserable. And if this is who you are, today I am here to tell you, go to therapy, start a spiritual journey, find yourself, own yourself and become your own person. Break out of the bondage. Break out of it. Because hey, the way I slept last night, when I got home, the incense that you saw me burn, what I did not show you was what I did with it. So quick tip, if you've got some of Emma's incense mix, before you suck the negative things out of your house, do it over your head. Cleanse yourself. Do you understand? Cleanse yourself. So yesterday, when we got home, I took a bath, a proper cleansing bath. I lit Emma's incense mix. I did it over myself. I took it round my house. The shoes and the clothes that I wore, I took them off, incensed them. Today they have been soaked, they will be washed. And I left the incense at my entrance and my exit. People, I slept like a baby. I slept. I had good dreams. I woke up this morning. Here I am. I am the person who has had family members recruit enemies for me. I am the person who has had siblings become friends with people who hate me. I am the one who has had siblings become friends with my friends and ruin me to them. I am the one who has had a sibling call people in my workplace to try and get me to lose my job. People, I say, because we give people grace. But you too can grow out of this situation that you're in. Go to therapy. Therapy will teach you to recognize people for what they are. That's one. Start a spiritual journey. A spiritual journey will teach you to recognize when the weapons are fashioned against you. Nokoyeje. Like I always say, guard your heart, guard your essence, guard your spirit, and stay safe out there. Love you.